Yo guys, this is Orbit here, TGN. In this video I'm going to be giving you a Rage DPS loadout for PvP specifically. So let's go ahead and look at the powers. Here is the anger tree. Here is the punishment tree. Didn't actually pick anything from the punishment tree. And here is the iconic powers tree. Okay, now let's look at the actual loadout. We've got Galing Eruption, Without Mercy, Outrage, Speed Drain, Eviscerating Chain, and Ferocity. Okay, so let's go through them in a little bit more detail. Galing Eruption is a large damage over time that inflicts plasma burn. If you hold square on it, hold on, let me get rid of that. If you hold square, it actually turns the damage over time to precision, as you can see there. If you just do it normally without that, it's a might damage over time. I recommend just leaving it as might because it takes a long time to switch it over. Just leave it on, just leave it might, just keep it might. Now what I actually like to do is, because it's quite a long animation, I like to clip it with Ferocity, which is the end move, and that actually provides immunity to myself. Okay, so it pops me back up onto my feet, and it also provides me with a precision buff, so it should look like this. Bam. I like to start the fight like that. They've got a damage over time, it inflicts the plasma burn, and I had a slight precision buff for a short period of time. Okay, then we've got the next one I want to look at is the second one along, which is Without Mercy. I've played around with a lot of moves on this one, this particular power, but Without Mercy, this is what it looks like. It kind of drags him in. It does a little bit of damage, but it also heals you for whatever damage you do. Now, I don't use that very often. I'll show you when I do use that though. The third one along we've got is Outrage. This actually does more damage when they have plasma burn on them. So I'll just show you what this does. Okay, normally kind of whips a load of chains around them. If you hold square after, it actually does a front somersault, and that's precision. So 1, 2. And you can clip out of that immediately. As soon as you go into the front somersault, you can even do another one, go straight into it again. Now I'll show you with the plasma burn on it. So let's put plasma burn on, and now you should see more damage coming off here. A lot more damage coming off. So just keep them plasma burned, and all of your stuff will do more damage, because obviously we've got Speed Drain, which is the supercharger. I like to have that, you know, in there and stuff always. And then we've got Eviscerating Chain, which is your finisher. And again, this does more damage when they are when they've got the plasma burn on. It also does more damage when they are below 35%, as it is a finisher. So the actual move itself will just be that, bam. Okay, just throw the chain around them. You actually need to hold melee afterwards to chop their head off like that. And obviously when you're in tank stance, you use that move to avoid the rage crash. In DPS stance, you chop people's heads off with that move, and I love it so much. Like, you drag them right the way in, and then slice their heads off. There's nothing more satisfying than that, and you kill them with that as well. Okay, so, and then you've got Ferocity on the end, which I've already talked about. So let's go through the full loadout. I like to clip out of Outrage into the second power along, Without Mercy. So it should look something like this. Got those two into Outrage, might do that a couple of times into Without Mercy when they're low. Chop their head off, and you can cycle that right the way around back into Outrage if you want to, because that clips. You can clip your finisher, which is really nice. A lot of finishers don't do that, but you have got the added thing of pressing 2 buttons rather than just pressing 1 button for normal finishers. Okay, so that is the loadout, guys. I know it's nice and quick and easy to explain. Works really well. There should be some gameplay footage of me using this loadout in action very shortly, as in like probably before this video is coming out, guys. There it is. Anyway, works really well for me. Hope you enjoyed the video, and like, comment, subscribe.